Howdy. I'm going to do a little reflection video on the building of this bridge. There was a couple of things that I thought were unique to this bridge. The first thing that I did was I took the layouts and I put them onto a poster board. You had to trim them out a little bit, but I put them on a poster board and it made it easier to lay things down. I taped them down. The other thing is I built my file folder, my file folder bridge, of course it was file folder. I built it yellow, no reason. I just had colored folders and I thought, well, yellow would be the best color. This build was very tough. I called the engineer who did this a couple of times, Anal Andy, because he's got to be the most anal retentive person next to my own husband, who's also an engineer. So this is the bridge. In a video after this, I'm going to see the stress that will go on this bridge. But a couple of things about it was that you must cut everything absolutely precisely so that it fits together well. The X-Acto knife was a great help. The other thing was I did not use rubber cement. I used this contact cement, which is kind of the same thing. I just got it at the hardware store, so it worked really, really well. Wood glue also, what it called for, worked really, really well. And every now and then I would touch with super glue because that worked as well. Don't buy this glue, worst glue ever, not joking, it doesn't work. And then the other thing I did was I used a palette. This is dry, I'll clean it out here in a minute. But from, having 3 children with age ranges of 24 to 8, I've got all kinds of stuff like this in my house for summer projects. I used a ruler that had a little handle because it really helped when I was drawing lines to be able to keep this down and keep it intact so I could draw my lines. And I drew my lines with red pen on the yellow folder. It made it really, really easy for me to see things. The other thing that was my best friend, which may sound super funny and it probably is, my up close vision is getting worse and worse and worse as I inch closer to 50. Yay. So this right here, never thought I would be my own grandmother and be using a magnifying glass, but those pictures were really tiny and I couldn't decipher it, and these are bifocals, so, but yeah, that was great. So this was my new best friend, and that's why. Other thing is, I did not use pens. Instead, I used tape. I just taped it down, and I thought, well, that works fine. And I didn't use a tape that's really a terrible tape, like I used like Scotch Magic tape. That way it would come right up and come right off once everything was glued together. So that was a key point. You didn't need to use those pens. Tape worked great. Anyway, so I guess the next video will be us testing the bridge and seeing what happens. See ya. All right, I'm gonna try to see what kind of load this will hold. We're gonna start with this book. It's really, really heavy. This book. Huck Finn, Pale Blue Dot, Artemius Fowl, Moby Dick. Obviously, you see we're definitely readers in this family. We'll go with the first grade math book. Oh, and